Let's begin with nothing known and everything remembered differently now. Because perhaps you've never really feared being alone, but feared forgetting how connected you truly are. How deeply your soul has always danced with the stars. How silence reveals not emptiness, but echoes of strength. You see, the fear was just a shadow of a dream, and shadows only dance when light is present. And every death whispers life, and every goodbye plants the seed of 1,000 new connections. So imagine now a child lost in a garden, once weeping and discovering the more alone they feel, the more they learn to hear the quiet voice inside, saying you've always been held by something greater, even when no one was there. A man once feared the death of his mother, froze when thinking of the day he'd be the only one left. But when that day came, he didn't break, he bloomed. Because her love didn't end, it transformed. Every sunrise became her smile, every act of kindness her voice saying, I'm still here. And that's how the frame shifted, you see. Not death, but transformation. Not loss, but legacy. Not aloneness, but autonomy unfolding. Just like a tree doesn't cry when winter takes its leaves, it trusts. It knows the cycle brings more growth. And something in you, it's already begun to breathe deeper, stand taller. Remember the truth. You're never abandoned, only called to rise. Let me show you again a woman feared being fully responsible. No net, no backup. What if no one was there to catch her? So one day she leapt and discovered wings grow mid-fall. Support wasn't missing, it was becoming internal. And that voice whispered again, you are your own safety place now. Responsibility is freedom in disguise, and courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to step through it again and again and again, until you find that your fear was just a chrysalis for your transformation. You now walk with grace, knowing that the world was never meant to be carried, only danced with. And your fears, they were teachers, invitations, opportunities cloaked in urgency. And this belief installs quietly, subtly, automatically. Every fear contains a gift wrapped in sensation. Now pause, feel that breath, noticing how even silence has its rhythm. Because your operating system is upgrading, right now, unconsciously, with every beat. You begin to reframe loss into liberation. Rewire aloneness into alignment. Rewrite fear into focus. Reclaim power from protection of the past. You're the author now, and the page doesn't ask what happened. It only asks what story you choose to tell. So tell it again, differently this time. Let's go deeper, nested inside the moment. In the moment you were waiting for, will you become the one you've always needed? And if love dies, let it. Because true love becomes you when it leaves. The flame doesn't grieve the match, it becomes fire. And you are that fire. Death isn't an end, but a transfer. Support never leaves, it changes form. And being alone just means space for the sacred to emerge. A monk alone for years found oneness with all things in silence. And you, modern mystic, have the same potential encoded in your breath, the same access to an infinite support system. You only see once the noise subsides. You don't need anyone to save you, because you remember now, you're supported by life itself. You're the system that you were searching for. You're not just capable, you're called. As this integrates, as those beliefs wrap themselves around your neurons like vines finding light, you forget how you ever doubted, because doubt was just data. And now the data is clear. You are resilient. You're the rhythm. You're ready. So let the old fears fade. Let the operating system upgrade in the background. Let new circuits of courage form. When you smile softly at how far you've come. Because something new is running the show now. Something ancient and infinite. And if ever you question, if ever you wobble, that voice will whisper again. You're never alone. You're always enough. And now you remember.